Hi everyone, this is Debbie from Project 39 Mini Albums, and today I'm going to show you how I made this Christmas shopping planner. If you are watching this on Thanksgiving 2020, I want to let you know that the paper that I used for this, the red and white Christmas paper pad, it's a Hot Buy by Michaels, is on sale at 70% off for Black Friday weekend, and that's Black Friday 2020. I will put the link in the description box below so you can check that out. And as well, their cardstock, their 65-pound weight cardstock is buy one, get one. And there's also a 20% off coupon you can use on top of that. And their 110-pound weight cardstock is also on sale for $9.99 for 100 sheets. So again, I'll link that in the description box below. But in the meantime, I will show you how I put together this Christmas shopping planner. So you're going to need some designer paper, some pretty paper to put on top, and 3 sheets of 8.5 by 11. Now I did this one using the black as a base, but the one I'm going to put together, I'm going to use red as a base. And again, you'll need 3 sheets of the red. So let me start and show you how to cut. So one of the pages you won't cut at all, so we'll put it aside so we score. The second one we're going to cut down to 8 by 7 3/4. So I'm going to go 7 3/4 and then cut it by 8. You'll take this remnant and put this aside, by the way. You'll take this remnant and cut it down into a couple small pieces. We're going to take 1 3/4, and really that's all we need to cut on that. And then we'll cut, I'm going to cut it down to 2 inches and then cut this down to 2.5. And eventually it's going to be 1 by 2.5. So now I'm going to cut it down to 1. Come on. All right. So we've got these 3 small pieces out of this. And this one bigger piece, I'm going to just use my corner rounder and round the corners. This is going to be this piece here. All right, and so then this one piece of cardstock, we're going to cut 2 pieces by 9 and 4 1/4. So we'll go 9 and 4 1/4. So since this was 8.5, now we have 9 by 4 1/4. Okay, I'm done with cutting, but let's get out our scoreboard. Let's take the 8.5 by 11. We're going to score on the long side at 4 and 4 1/2. And then rotate and score it at 8.5. All right, so we're done with that one. Now this one, it's important that you get it the right way. And as I say that, I'm double checking to make sure I get it the right way. So we'll have the 7 3/4 up at the top. And we're going to score this at 3 3/4 and 4. Okay. And then we've got these 2 pieces. So we're going to score both of these on 3 sides, the long side and 2 short sides at 1/2 inch. we're going to put, this is going to be this flap, this little envelope here to put things in. So we're going to put a notch in the center. So I'm putting this at 4.5 and punch. And same with this one, 4.5 and punch. All right, put those aside. And we're done with the envelope punch board. Now this is the tab that we're going to put a piece of Velcro or magnets or something on. So this we can score at 1.25 and 1.5. And then we have these two pieces that are 1 inch wide. So we're going to score down the center at 1/2 inch. And that is it for all we need to score. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece and put it onto here. Go ahead and grab a bone folder and go through and make sure you burnish everything so it'll fold easy. All right, so let's take this piece, and I've got some 1/4 inch tape. You could use 3/8, and I'm going to take these two little pieces and take score tape and put it on both sides. And also take it and put it in the center here. Now I'm going to take my bone folder and burnish all of those. So these are going to go here, but they're going to be a little bit too big, and I'm going to fold them in half with the score tape on the outside and just trim down a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to take off the adhesive backing on this piece and on these. So we'll take this and we'll put the fold to the outside. Just go right up to the edge, and same for this one. We'll put the fold right up to the edge. Looks messy here, huh? And then we'll carefully take this and fold it up. So burnish there, burnish there. So now you've got a little pocket, and the center is folded there. Okay, now we're taking the 7 3/4 by 8 piece, and we're going to run a 1/4 inch score tape, or even 1/8 of an inch if that's what you have, and be careful to center it and put it right down the center in between the fold lines of here. Of course, I got a little too much there, so I'm just going to trim it off. And we're going to take off the score tape and very carefully center it on the center of the other piece and burnish. So one thing I did to make this a little more secure is on here I put some eyelets in on both the top and the bottom of this inside piece. You can see it here. And I did put elastic on it, and then I thought you could use the elastic in here whether you wanted to put any more advertisements or I mean, really, that's what I'd use it for. Anything else you wanted to carry with you, you could put under that elastic and stick it there. And then these eyelets are going to also serve to secure this piece a little better down to the other one. Now, you don't necessarily need to do that with the eyelets, but yeah, it's up to you. If you want to, you can. All right, so we've got that. Now let's put this aside and get the two 9 by 4 1/4 pieces. And we're going to put score tape on the 3 sides, and then we're going to trim at the side. So put score tape on the 3 sides, and I don't go right up to the edge because you know you're going to cut it off. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is not like a essential to the integrity of the item. It's just going to hold the pocket on. So after you do that, go ahead and burnish real well. Okay, and let's trim 4 corners. And do that on both pieces. Okay, now fold the flap with the score tape to the outside. So you'll put the score tape facing up. And then all we're going to do is put these on the fronts of both of those smaller pieces. So remove the adhesive backing. And line it up. Now this red is a slightly different red than that, so you can see it go on. Just be careful not to overlap, so you still want this piece to fold up. And you could put it on the back of this piece if you wanted to, you know, wherever you feel it's best to put. There we go. Alrighty, and then we're going to take this piece for the closure, and I'm going to just put some score tape here. You could use tape or glue, whatever you're most comfortable with. Oops. And if you don't want to use a flap, because I'll use Velcro to put the flap on, you could always get a piece of elastic. There, just put that right there. So it'll fold. And it'll fold. And then put Velcro right on here to hold it all together. Okay, so then all you have to do is cover everything with paper. Now I normally cut it down to have just about a 1/16 of an inch showing on each side, but you could have a 1/8 of an inch, whatever you like. I printed this out on the computer. I backed it with some, this actually was gold metallic paper that I used a red alcohol marker to color. I also printed this that says coupons, store advertisements, shopping schedule, and then I made a little graph just, you know, to put dates you want to shop at, and then printed out a couple of dates that, you know, if you just Google, you'll find November and December 2020 calendars you can print out. I put small scraps of paper in here. I didn't use full size sheets. I wrote naughty and nice and made a little graph and printed that out. Now this was a lined pad that I had, and I had cut it down and just backed it with some cardstock and just put this on the front of it just to make it look nice. But instead of using that, Michaels has these 3 for $2.99. So these pads are fabulous. and I'll put a link for those below. So 3 for $2.99. They might even be on sale this week. I didn't check that out. And then as far as the pen, Dollar Tree has these pens with the little designs on it. You could either use the designs. This one I backed with some of that gold metallic paper and colored it red. And then just to make sure it would stay on, I just wrapped a bunch of baker's twine on it, and I really meant to put a jingle bell on it because I thought that would be fun. And you could always find this in your purse if you needed to. I used some Velcro adhesive dots and just put that in there. And then put elastic, as I said, with an eyelet here, just to make sure that stays in. So that is the little Christmas planner that I made real quick out of the red and white Christmas paper pad. It was really quick and easy, went together. I mean, we're only talking a bunch of scraps of the designer paper and 3 sheets of 8.5 by 11 and just a little bit of adhesive, and there you go. That's what I have for you today. Thanks so much. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Thanks again. Have a great day.